let me talk a little bit about the agenda for tonight. Just after I leave, we're going to have Mr. Jaffer coming in. He's going to talk about the BlackMagicDesign presence in the global video industry. Then we will host Mr. Lawrence Malari. He's going to talk about the Atom as an UltraHD driving force in the broadcast and production. Of course, after him will come Mr. Abdulrazak. We have made slight movement in the agenda to make it a little bit more entertaining. He's going to talk to us about his experience in video using Blackmagic cameras. We will have a coffee and prayer break exactly at 6:30, and we will be back at 7 p.m. We will have Mr. Richard Malari, and he's going to talk about the Blackmagic cameras and the DaVinci Resolve. Of course, we will be ending with Mr. Abdulwahab Al-Asbahi. Mr. Abdulwahab is going to talk on cameras and the DaVinci Resolve. We will have a Q&A session, so if anybody has any questions, you have any inquiries, please feel free to write them down. We will be there for around 45 minutes to answer any questions you have during the presentation. Last but not least, we're going to have a raffle draw on a free pocket camera. I hope everyone has dropped their tickets inside the box, and I hope a lucky winner will get that great camera.
So what is UltraHD? UltraHD gives you 4 times the resolution of 1080. So it gives 4 times the resolution of the regular HD. And what are the benefits of UltraHD? Clearly, it gives us a crisper picture. It makes you feel like you're in the middle of what is happening. It gives the clarity, what we call the clarity, and it helps people to zoom in and enjoy it as much as with as much freedom as they want. Much more than what it used to be earlier. But most of all, it gives them a very immersive experience. Allow me to introduce BlackMagicDesign. BlackMagicDesign is based in Australia. It's a leading creative technology manufacturer. So you might have heard the name often during these recent days, and it's because it's a very vibrant company. It comes up with solutions. Now, if there's one thing that separates BlackMagicDesign from the rest of the companies, is that it listens to the customers. It's owned and managed by people who are creatives in the world, from the creative field. Now, how does that make a difference to BlackMagicDesign from other companies? The difference is that it listens to people and it gives back to people. So it's a company that's always up there and that makes technology easily available and accessible. And that's unseen, and that's not something which you can see every day these days.
So yeah, you have your education, you have your house of worship, and you have your government. And you'll be surprised. I mean, I've been involved in some projects in Dubai with our partners, and it's really amazing how this, even a 12-year-old kid operates an Atom in one of the American schools. So for school guys, if you want to talk about that during the break, I'll be happy to share with you my experiences with that American school. Now, if you look closely to the rack, so of course that OB, what do you call it? I cannot call it OB van, the OB tuk-tuk or OB. And I thought AAB will be raffling that out. No, so, but anyway, that OB, let's call it OB vehicle or OB tuk-tuk, okay, for everyone's sake. So that OB tuk-tuk costs $33,000. Now, you're not limited to, to put it in a van. My car, in Dubai, my wife always, especially if we're doing some grocery shoppings, every time we open the trunk, you'll see my Blackmagic rack in my car. And that's, that's something else. So yeah, this is also a good option for you guys. If you're into a fixed setup, you can use an OB, no, not an OB box, but a flight case like this. And AAB World will be very happy to help you with that kind of request. From my system, from my software, I can also do a transition, I can select the transition from here. Different options for transition. Let's say this, okay? And if I do that, and I can have that transition effects. I can also have a DVE transition effects. I have quite a number of DVE effects that are available in the system. I'm not saying you'll be able to use them, but it's there, all right? There's also dip to source. So wherein you dip first to a source before you do a transition. So let's say I want to dip to a color bars. So when I do a transition, so I dip first to a bars before I go to my preview. That's your... Now for TV guys who are into continuity and I don't want my program to be stopped, you can also have a preview transition. So from here, you have your preview transition here. If I turn this on, you see that it's on. So whatever happens here, let's say your director wants to call for that wipe, but he wants to see it in preview first. So if you turn on the preview transition, then you can only see that transition in preview. Okay, director said, I don't like that. Can we change it to something else? Is this the one, direct? Okay, that's the one. Okay, disable it, and then do your transition on air.
DaVinci Resolve, it's actually got a lot of history. It's one of the world's most advanced grading tools. It's not something new. Resolve has been around for a long time. DaVinci color correctors have been the standard, the industry standard, since 1984. It's been used worldwide on more feature films, more episodic TV shows that you will know and have seen, commercials, independent films, and music videos than any other competitive grading system. It's been around longer than the others. 1984, the first version, okay? And we're talking hardware here. We're talking analog hardware, not even digital, not software. We're talking analog hardware that was tied to telecines. How many of you know what a telecine is? Or were around facilities when there were telecines? Okay, a telecine, you shoot film, real celluloid film. Again, like I said earlier, it goes to the lab, gets processed, your rushes come back, it gets laced onto a telecine, and it gets scanned, frame by frame by frame, it gets scanned, and for post-production. So the first telecines were standard definition. That's back when we're talking about here. So that was, DaVinci was first associated with telecining film. 1989, DaVinci Renaissance, was an analog system that followed the classic system. 1991, DaVinci 888. 1998, DaVinci 2K was the first high-definition color grading system made for DI. A couple of images of what these looked like. I mean, 1991, DaVinci Renaissance 888 looks like a Commodore 64. You know, it looks like a computer from 1989. You know, it was hardware. It was analog hardware. DaVinci 2K, 1998, starts to look more like what we see today with a full color grading panel. So 2002 will continue. 2K Plus was launched, which supported HDTV and SDTV, and it was used on high-end data cines and HD telecines, like the Thompson Grass Valley Spirit and the Millennium. 2004, software-based. Resolve started to go software-based, and that was the beginning of what BlackMagicDesign picked up. 2009, DaVinci Systems was bought out by BlackMagicDesign, and Resolve and Revival became a major development point for BlackMagicDesign. So, what is DaVinci Resolve? Resolve is media management. It's nonlinear editing. It's color. It's delivery to multiple platforms, multiple resolutions. It's node-based, which means all the changes and modifications you make are non-destructive. It's GPU powered, which means it's not limited to the power of the CPU in your system. It's driven by the power of the GPUs in your system, which are your video cards, which you can add more of depending on the system. It's OS X, Windows, and Linux. Some of the most powerful systems are actually Linux-based. It's flexible and expandable, and it's mobile. It doesn't have to be used in a very high-powered desktop system or a server rack-mounted system. It can work on a Retina MacBook Pro, which is what I'm going to show you guys.
بداية أول شيء أذكر سنة 2012 بدايتها كنت حازتها بأيام أدرس بأمريكا، وكنت أدخل المنتديات وأشوف إنه قالوا إنه في ناس تكلم إنه في كاميرا بتنزل سعرها أقل من $3000 تصور 2.5 كيرو 12 بت وفيها شاشة تقريبا 5 إنش. يعني كان حزتها تصوير HD متعودين من الكاميرات اللي نصورها، وشاشة يعني صغيرة، فكانت يعني شيء قوي بالنسبة إنه شيء بينزل كذي. عقبها تقريبا بشهرين AAB اللي هو 2012 بلاك ماجيك أعلنت عن الكاميرا ال 2.5K مالتهم، أول واحدة بلاك ماجيك سينما كاميرا. من أول ما شفتها حبيت الكاميرا، وكانوا حزتها شنو منزلين السامبل فيديوز مالت الرو فوتج، فكنت شنو انزلها على الكمبيوتر عندي واحاول ان العب بالكلر. اي ونسيت شغله، مع الوقت هذا كانوا منزلين دافنشي ريزولف فور فري، عندهم لايت فيرجن فور فري، وفي الفول فيرجن اللي هو تقدر تسوي كلر حق 4K. فمن وقتها يعني بلاك ماجيك حزتها، قبلها ما كنت اعرف شنو بلاك ماجيك، بعدين من عقبها اكتشفت انه يعني اندستري ستاندرد من ناحيه الكلر وكذي. ف من بعدها قلت خلاص ابي الكاميرا هذه، وكنت اخر سنه ادرس بامريكا، فشنو يعني طالب ادرس ما عندي ميزانيه ذاك الزود، فكنت ادق على الوالد اقول له في كاميرا نازله تصور كذي، هو كان الوالد له بهالسوالف، فكنت كل شوي ادق عليه اسولف عن موضوع الكاميرا هذه، فقال لي تدري شلون، خلينا نخليها هديه التخرج مالتك. انا اشتغلت على دافنشي ريزولف عشان يعني نتعلم مع الكاميرا، فهم في تعرفت على المخرج عبد الرحمن الخليفي كان موجود هني، حزتها يعني من الايفنت اللي كنت اصورها، فجاب لي شغل من داعيه انه ليش ما تسوي لها كلر اللي هو الكلر كوركشن، ليش انك كنت استعمل دافنشي ريزولف. فهني اول مره هم اشتغل كلر بروفيشنال، يعني انه حق دعايه وكذي، وهذه كانت بدايتي يعني كبروفيشنال كلر كوركشن. ومن بعدها يعني الحمد لله بروجكت ورا بروجكت فور الكلر دافنشي وكذي، وكان البرنامج يعني وايد يعني قوي، بالنهايه اندستري ستاندرد، وانا اللي احب اركز عليه اللي هو الايمج كواليتي. يعني بالنهايه انا ليش احب الصوره فتخصص بالدي او بي اللي هو اخراج التصوير. بلشت ب 2012 اول شيء كان عندي كاميرا واحده بلاك ماجيك. حاليا اليوم عندي 4 كاميرات، الاربع كاميرات بلاك ماجيك، 3 اللي هم 2.5 وواحده البوكيت. الكاميرا حبيتها حيل واحاول اني يعني بوش ان اشتغل عليها، ومثل ما شفتوا يعني هذه من البدايه كانت شغلات بسيطه، والحمد لله يعني وصلنا لان نصور دعايات، واخر بروجكت كان مصورينه بقطر حق المنتخب مالهم. ف يعني الحمد لله بلشنا صغار، خلال فتره صغيره قدرنا يعني نوصل لبروجكتات حلوه. و فهذا اللي يعني البلاك ماجيك كانت هي البدايه بالنسبه لي، هي يعني اعطتني الاكويبمنت التولز ان اقدر اشتغل بعدين، ان اقدر اكمل يعني حق بروجكتات اكثر وكذي، ان اثبت نفسي بالسوق عشان اقدر اطلع.
راح اتكلم انا عن ال 2.5K لان هي اللي استخدمتها، صراحه انصدمت من الكواليتي مالها. السنسر مالها مثل ما قال ريتشارد اكبر من ال 16 ملم، وتقدر تختار اذا كنت تستخدم الاي اف ماونت، انت مستخدم كانون. هذه من النقاط اللي تخلي انتقالك سهل حق البلاك ماجيك. واني اتكلم عن مصورين الفيديو الفوتوغراف اللي يستخدم كاميرا الفيديو، كاميرا الفوتوغراف كتصوير فيديو، ويرجع مستانس بالكواليتي، ما يدري ان في شيء افضل واقل تكلفه. 13 ستوب دايناميك رينج، انا ابي اشرحها بالعربي لان شرحها ريتشارد، بس ابي اشرحها مره ثانيه. الدايناميك رينج هو اعلى نقطه هايلايت اضاءه عاليه واقل نقطه ظل موجوده بالصوره. هذه منطقه الدايناميك رينج اللي خاصه بالكاميرا. الكاميرات الاس ال ار تعطيك 10 ستوب دايناميك رينج، لما تقارنها في 13 ستوب اعتقد وايد الفرق كبير، خاصه حق الناس اللي يعرفون بالتصوير الفوتوغرافي او في سالفه الستوب. بالاضافه الى انها تصور برورس 442، يعني مساحه لتعديل الالوان بشكل وايد كبير. راح تغنيك عن ان اول ما تحرك اللون ولا تحرك الاضاءه في برنامج التعديل تبكسل الصوره، راح تشتغل على راحتك. والان كومبريس اللي هو الرو، طبعا الرو 12 بت افضل حتى من البرورس. الميزه اللي فيه، في ناس يمكن عنده بريسيت جاهز في برامج التصوير الفوتوغرافي ويبي يستخدمها مثل برنامج اللايت روم، يقدر يعدل الفوتج حتى باللايت روم اذا كان ما يبي يدش وايد ديب في مساله الاديتنج والكلر كوركشن والشغلات هذه. سنسرها صغير، مشكله ثانيه لما تيجي تقارنها في فل فريم وتقارنها في كاميرا سنسرها بهالحجم هذا، هذه مشكله كبيره. حجم السنسر ما له علاقه بالكواليتي، طبعا حجم السنسر مالها اصغر من الفول فريم بالفيديو، لكن الكواليتي اللي تعطيك اياه اكثر من الفول فريم.